Cyberbrainer is an online training platform designed to help individuals and teams learn the latest technologies and become certified professionals, producing a comprehensive learning experience.
Say job profile. Job profile. From the position information, see the business object over here. Position and job. All staffing models have another one. Let me see that as well. Another one is going to be from my compensation role, targetables. Or let me pick another field as well. Let me pick something else, like a grade, which is going to be exclusive to my position and my job, so I can have, like a compensation grade, great profile. Everything else is also available. So let me pick compensation grade over here, which is going to be picked from my position, business object. Whereas in a simple report you can pick the data only from your primary business object, whereas in an advanced report you can pick from a related business object which is relevant to my primary business object as well. Clear with what I'm trying to say, and why we saw that related business object is because of this particular distinction. So once you know what is going to be my primary business object while designing any report and what is the data that I need, you can practically play around with this, and you can pick only business objects which are related to my worker business object. I'm just waiting for this to load and then I will show you which you can pick. Actually, alright, and my primary business object here is worker. And I can choose other business objects here as well, which I can have from your. Let me say location. I'm picking location as another business object over here, you worker for HCM reporting, and going back and doing it. Alright, so I'm adding 2 new columns. One for which it's going to be position. It's going to be position, and the field that I pick over here is going to be based on my relator business object over here. So see here. I go to this particular worker and I go to related business object, and this particular column or business object that you see over here is based on only this particular business object and the links to this particular business object. So let me say position. To the position business object, I see 33 links over here, and that is the link field that you will see over here. See, her field name is position, which is part of my business object called as worker, and the related business object to this is going to be position, the same that you see over here. This is the one that it is actually pointing to over here. Alright, and from here I'm choosing this position, and for this position I can pick my comp grade. Clear on how exactly works and how. I'm just relating everything over there. Alright, now for location. Let me pick a very, very specific field which is available to my location. We saw earlier that Let me pick our schedulers. Okay, they don't have that. Let me pick a location, business object. And from the location business object, because we saw from the position I had picked something which is very specific only to my position, like a com grade. And from my location also. Let me pick a field which is going to be exclusive to my location. And so, in the same report itself, I'm going to be picking something which is going to be specific only to my location. I don't have that over here. So for location, let me pick something like an address. So what I'm doing is for my location, I'm going to be picking my business site address information, which is going to be the address for that location. Alright. Or if I have to explain it in some of the database terminology, because some of you are from database background. I join my worker data with my location data using a join and outer join. And then I pick the location's address information. So I have two different tables. Imagine that I have two different tables. One is the worker data, and I have the location data. I traverse from my worker data to my location data, and I pick the location's address. That is what I've done over here specifically. Clear on this, what I have done with this report? Are you guys with me? Is it all clear what we do and why? I was explaining the business objects and the related business objects, and again, you can use only the links to related objects when I have my worker as the primary business object. Whereas if it is going to be the reverse, I use this. Links from related business object. Clear on the funder and why I'm using this, and why I introduced that particular related business object as very, very, very important is because of this particular relation. And let me tell you, if you understand this, you can literally play around with your reports. This is like bread and butter. Bread and butter because you can literally play around with this, and you can create any type of reports that you want, no matter which object and where you want to pick all those details from. The next option that we have over here is called a sorting. The same sorting if I have it in my Excel report. If I want to sort it based on a specific field, common filters is going to be like. I'm going to be sorting it based on my employee ID or employee name in an alphabetical order. If I want to do it, I can do it over here, and this is the way I'll do it. Next, I can also group based on a certain criteria, exactly the same way that I would group it in my Excel relevant information. The same grouping is what applies here as well. Alright, exactly the same. If I want to group this particular information, for example, I'm going to be creating some findings saying like, in this particular location, say in New York, I have 10 people in the salary band of 80 to 90K. I have 100 people in the salary band of 60 to 80K. I want to create some branding and grouping and everything. I will be using the sort and grouping information over here. Alright. Next, filters. Alright. So I can have filters, specific filters, the way I want to filter my report, and it is always advised to have at least one or more filters, at least from a performance side of things. From a performance side of things, it is important that you try at least a few filters so that your performance is not going to be hampered. Especially if you are going to use non-indexed data sources, it is advisable to have filters. Otherwise, you may run into several performance issues. Alright. Next, subfilters. For now, mark it, because that is an advanced topic and I don't want to get into that. Once you understand filters, we can jump into subfilters, because this is a little advanced topic, because there is another level of filter on filters, because that has subfilters and that is based on the columns that I have already chosen in my report is where your subfilters are going to come in. Alright. So mark it for now. Once you understand all the others, we can get it to subfilters. Next, prompt fields. And if you see this, prompt fields, we already saw what a prompt field is going to be. Any kind of prompts that I want to have at runtime, I can do it over here. I can set my prompts. And again, one important parameter that I want you to all to look at, this particular checkbox that you see over here, populate undefined prompt defaults. What this actually means is you see now here you see 0 prompts available. You see 0 prompts available, but for certain data sources.
Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel.